the project mindset versus a product mindset. Okay, shout out if this sounds familiar. Your company has an idea, information is gathered to create a plan. The plan is then detailed with phases known as milestones, and the scope is clearly decided within them. This plan is used to estimate how long the project will take and what it will cost. With that documented, you go and recruit people and other resources to start the project. Teams are created and a project manager is tasked with overseeing it all so the project runs to budget and on schedule. And then it goes over budget and delays because of unforeseen complications come up and things change, and ultimately when the project is finished, what was built wasn't actually needed that much anyway. Okay, so not all projects finish that badly, but I'm guessing most of you here have seen this happen if you've been involved in projects over the years, to at least some varying extents anyway. Here's an example of a famous project that ran for several years before the product launch in 2014 and turned out to be a bit of a flop. Well, in fact, it's not available today, so it was a big flop. The Amazon Fire Phone. Do you remember this? That was Amazon's attempt to enter the smartphone market. It had a unique feature such as a 3D display. It also had a dynamic perspective with that 3D display and deep integration with Amazon's services. But the device faced criticism for its user interface, which was considered to be less intuitive compared to established platforms like iOS and Android. The 3D display and dynamic perspective, while it was innovative, didn't provide substantial value or enhance the user experience significantly. My point here is that the project mindset defines success from the inside out, measuring things like scope, time, budget, etc., leading to more people management and task management. A product mindset is an outside-in approach using measures like user adoption rate and retention, revenue per feature, and other key value measures, which we're certainly going to look at a bit later in the course. And they are used to actually measure the value delivered. And then, of course, with iterative development, we can make sure that we are delivering value, something that the customer actually wants. Sounds like the Amazon Fire Phone didn't really do that and then ended up delivering something that people didn't really want. We will look a lot more in depth at key value measures very soon because they are the measures to make sure that you are delivering value, which of course is part of the product mindset. The product mindset encourages frequent releases to inspect and adapt, gaining insight into the value of the product and its iterations and a focus on what the user really wants. This eliminates a lot of waste, which is known as lean thinking, by focusing on what is actually needed and course correcting before too much time is wasted developing unneeded features.